probably gonna have to trim that bit. Alright, bit of a long standby there. Anyway, today we're building. Okay, get this in right. This kit from Wave. What is this? Motor head. Wait, automatic flowers studio. Edit. I don't know what that means. Probably the people who designed the suit. I mean the model. Yeah, this is from 5 Star Stories. The 5 Star Stories. I don't know if any of you. Okay, the autofocus is being weird. Let me give you a second. Hopefully the focus is fine now. Yeah, 5 Star Stories. It's not a show that I've seen much of. Well, it's not really a show. I think it's mostly a manga. Might be some novels involved. I don't remember, but I did watch quite a long time ago a OVA. Oh, is it OAV? I think it's OVA. Yeah. Yeah, an OVA. It was, I don't know if it was a movie length or something, but it was, I don't know if it was a collection because I haven't finished it. I just started, watched like, I don't know, 10-20 minutes. I do know like the mechas in there were huge. And this one says 1:114 scale. I mean, it appears like it's like a, I don't know if it's a Gundam size, Mobile Suit Gundam sized like mecha or something. But yeah, I was interested like just by the shape of it, and yeah, I had heard of 5 Star Stories, but I had not really seen anything from it. And given that the only reference I had was that OVA, and the suits, I mean not the suits, the mechas in there were gigantic, like mountain-sized mechas. At least that's what I remember. They were ginormous, like huge, towering things, like way bigger than a regular mobile suit from Gundam. And yeah, so this one says 114, but I don't think it's like, it might be like they have different, because the 5 Star Stories started out in the 80s, and it's apparently still ongoing. I did a little bit of research for once on the subject matter before starting the video. So maybe I won't drone on and on as much. Yeah, so I'm just looking around the box a bit. It's a number 7 in the series. I did see others like Motorheads. They call Motorheads the I guess mobile suits. What they have. People drive Motorheads, and yeah, it just looked cool. It just looked cool. That's all. That's the only reason I got it. It looked nice and sharp and all sorts of interesting. The problem is this is not a Bandai kit. Now hold on, let's do it in the chat. No, I'm not gonna do anything to them. To the sword, I'm just gonna. Why would it? Oh, yeah. I don't know. We're gonna find out if it needs glue or cement. Yeah. So it says LED on the thing, but there's no LED involved. All right. Let me just get this intro. So this is from 2011, from the Wave Corporation. If you can see that, I guess you can see that. So it is a fairly recent kit. The show itself, I mean, the series has been going on since the 80s and still ongoing. And I mean, there's only been, to my recollection, only one OVA, one animated OVA, but the rest is either manga or novels. And yeah, it's I mean, apparently it's a well-known universe, I guess. It's a very well, it's a very long-running fictional universe. It's an yeah, not much else I know about it. Yeah, so just looking around the box, yeah, you have like it's very sharp and pointy, of course, and yeah, it. I mean, it just looked swanky. Well, not exactly swanky, but like it looked sharp and nice. And well, the problem again, this is not a Bandai kit. I was trying to say earlier. This is a Wave Corporation kit. They do make model kits, but I don't know if that's what they're mainly known for. They might be making other stuff, and they don't make that many things. And I don't. I mean, I feel like this is a high grade kit, not a master grade kit. But for the price, I think it's something. It seemed a bit high. The price. I feel like it might be. This is a price you would get a master grade kit from Bandai, but you can't pay that price for this. That's why I only have one of those. I believe, unless there's another one hiding somewhere. But I think I only have one of those, and they all kind of have a similar style. So I kind of picked the one that kind of looked like it had more options, or maybe I want the cheaper one. I know, but they all look very similar. Same sharp features. I feel like it was all in the same series. The way they were different, but like this one looked a bit nicer to me. So let me just. Okay, I think I got my thumbnail. Yeah. So yeah, it definitely looks like a high grade kit. I don't think this is master grade, unless somehow. No, we'll see. Those seem like fixed hands. There seem to be a few articulations here and there. I mean, standard kind of HG fare. I mean, obviously, like in most cases when you have kits like this, the picture on the box is probably like they put more effort painting it, polishing it, and whatnot to make it look good. Like what you build the first time is probably going to be a bit kind of lower resolution, I guess. Well, not lower, but it's gonna not look as good. The panel lines are obviously gonna be missing, so I don't know really how it's gonna turn out. I'm gonna be interested to find out. It does seem like we get a water slide decal. I've learned that the usually if it's blue, this is water slide. Usually, maybe. I mean, if you get water slide decals, it's usually a grade up. Or half a grade up, or maybe a quarter grade up. But yeah, I don't know about the construction itself. I'm assuming it's not going to be excessive. Oh, look, although it does look like we have some tiny small articulation things here, bits and pieces articulated. Maybe it's going to be interesting. I don't know. I hope this is going to be a good surprise. So that's enough for an intro. Let's just get in focus here. Okay. Are you okay? I'm getting some reggae music in the thing here. That should be close. Alright. So, let me just stick in chat here for a second. Yeah, I will do. I can't just do Bandai all. I do have, like, most of the kits I have are Bandai, but I'm not going to be doing all Bandai. Yeah, I'm not going to sharpen. I'm not going to. I mean, building model kits is dangerous, so I'm not going to increase my level of danger by adding sharp objects to the mix. I mean, it is dangerous. Trust me. And yeah, I mean, based on the box, it looks like it's waterslide decals, but I don't know yet. So okay, so that's enough for intro. Let's do the unboxing, which is just a fancy way of me I'm just opening a box. I don't know what people make a fuss of it. Again, I blame Apple for this culture of opening boxes. Sometimes you have people just getting boxes from Amazon and stabbing them with sharp implements and making a fuss of it. So yeah, water slide decals. Those aren't stickers. Let's put them over there so we don't mess them up. So it's all the markings you see on the shield, shoulders, all over the place really. And I guess this is the legs as well. Although, well, you could paint that probably. I'm always like nervous about large water slides. You have, okay, there you go. In focus. Same frame really. Sometimes I'm like holding stuff over there and nothing's in frame. I was holding things way away. That's okay, so trying to need to remember this. Alright, so yeah, I guess this is a separate page. A separate sheet for assembly only, I guess. Or those just, hold on, you. That can't be the whole thing. Excuse me? Now if this is all the instructions, I am, well, we have more runners than we have parts, so I don't know what this is. Examples? I mean, there's no, it doesn't seem like there's English. Sarion 7, Sarion, what the hell? Confusion ensued. So I have two sets of instruction here. This is the one that's shown on the box. L.E.D, Mirage, Sarion 07, D3. And I have another set of instruction for the FS 102, which is, I don't know why. That's a Motorhead Mirage 03. These ones have, oh, I guess, hold on. I'm guessing you have to start with this. I'm hoping you have to start with this because this is like bare bones. I guess this is the only, like, they don't make, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, this is interesting. So it seems like, yeah, they only give you, I mean, they print like one set of instructions, like, and the difference goes in a little sheet extra. This is what I'm assuming, because it looks like you have parts to build this one, and then you can turn it into this one if you so. Oh, look at this, clear-ish plastic. Is that the Mirage? Oh wait, Mirage part? I don't know. Interesting. Do I have the same parts, but in it doesn't seem like it. Those are like specific, like, I guess the white parts are clear, but they're not clear, they're slightly translucent, so I'm assuming these might, I'm gonna try to get a black light on those and see what happens. They're not white, they're not like clear, or not clear either, they're like crystalline, I guess you could say. Fascinating. Already a bunch of weird surprises, like stuff that are, this is not typical of the kits I usually build. I mean, it has a HG field, so it comes with pawl caps. Lots of, well, seems like standard kind of looking pawl caps. This is ABS, I guess, might be. It says PC here, I don't know if you can see it, but these might be pawl caps. And I get some weird thing here. This is the whole head. And that's I guess somewhere in between. I don't know how to grade this. Oh, staples on the thing here. When I see staples, I mean, this is the second kit I've seen from Japan that had staples on it. So maybe they don't have a huge production line. Somebody had to like, or unless, I don't think there's a machine that like fold these and then staples them together. This would probably somebody's job to like fold these basic plastic bags and like hold it in the machine, which just staples it. So I'm careful, I might get like, Well, they probably wear gloves. You might get fingerprints. There's a bit of debris here and there, but I know I'm fascinating about plastic wrapping. Anyway, so yeah, somewhat clear parts here. Regular ABS, I think, here. Or is it ABS polystyrene? Yeah, so we have runners. We have lots of runners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, no 5, 6, 7 and a half, and polycaps, and even clear plastic for the swords here. They're not katanas. They're like double-bladed swords. Regular, I guess, medieval-looking swords. This is like a knight kind of thing. Did they make... Okay, hold on. Kind of makes me wonder if they make Escaflowne. They probably did. I feel like I tried to buy once, but like it was completely discontinued and nobody even had it in stock. And the only copy was like $200 something for like an HG kit. So I was like, no. But yeah, I need to try to see if they still... These days, people... I mean, the people from the 80s, my generation, 1980s, last century, are now people with the money. So a lot of companies are kind of trying to cash in on that, and they are doing lots of revivals, reissues, and all that. So there's a chance like the stuff that I couldn't get before is gonna get reissued. So I'm just gonna put this somewhere safe so it doesn't get scratched and wear it up. And I'm just gonna try. I'm gonna unfold. Okay, I didn't even look at the instructions. So yeah, this one is like the extras. We have a color guide here. Oh, there's like, so yeah, that's the reason I didn't get more than one of these kits. They all looked very similar. That is the ones that were available at the time I bought this. They all look very similar. They only have very few differences between them. So I guess the head was like slightly different. So I didn't really get any others. And also, like, I don't know what to know about what I never built a Wave Corporation kit before, and I was like, yeah, I don't know if I trust this. So I'm probably gonna be careful. Just get one kit, build it. If they're good, maybe I'll get more kits from them in the future. I mean, from what I see here, I mean, this was a bit pricey. Maybe that's because of the semi-clear. I mean, the translucent plastic here. I don't know, but like it. We'll have to see. I mean, it's there's lots of runners, so maybe that's a good thing. Hopefully I'll be able to finish today. Oh, lots of parts in the head already. Alright, so yeah, this is probably from the manga, although it looks like a shot from an anime. Is there other stuff other than the OVA? Was it OVA? Original video animation. OVA. Motar head is... Give me the rest in Japanese. Right? That's not helpful. Yeah, it's from 1986. That's when the manga started, I guess, and it's still ongoing. And as you know, the problem with those long-running... oh, look at that. These flaps, and then you can have little sticks here to hold them in place. Those aren't pistons, but I'm assuming like they're just like... that's a nice touch. And tell the amount of effort. There's not a lot of instruction. It is a booklet. It is not just a sheet of paper when you start out. Like, at least the main instruction on just a sheet of paper, but it's nice touch to have like a booklet instead of a long sheet. It's mostly, yeah, then you have the color guide over here, also in Japanese. Yeah, this is the kit for 2010? 2011. It's funny how, like, it's only in recent years that all manufacturers have started more or less to add English and maybe other languages to the kits. So they realize, like, oh, people outside of Japan are buying this and are really interested. Anyway, let's get to this over here. So I guess I'm starting with this. I'm gonna try to figure out, like, at which point do I switch to this. Right, the instructions vary. 1, 2, 3, no, 4. There's no 4. So 1, 2, 3, 6, 8, 11. I guess when I reach that number, I need to like cross-reference with this one and make sure that I have the right thing going on. Okay. No, it's not. Can you? Yeah, I've seen Broken Blade. The anime. The OEV, the anime, the remake. The manga is like ending. I don't know. I think it's ending. It's like it's been on a break for like forever, and I don't think. Let's fold them. This is too long. That's what I do. All right, so let's. I shouldn't see unboxing. I haven't not done yet. I need pliers. I need pliers, and they're always there when I don't need them, and not there when I do need them. Metal pliers. Have you ever had your fingers stabbed by those little staples here? It is not pleasant. Have you ever had a staple stuck in your finger? That is unpleasant. Very unpleasant. That's why I'm not a fan of these. And this is what I say, that hobby kit building is very dangerous. I'm gonna flatten you because in case this falls to the ground and I step on it, I don't feel comfortable about this at all. Hold on a second here. Just a moment. I'll be back in a second. Okay, never mind. I thought I had a better tool to like take these off. I guess not. Alright, so let's try to do this without. Or I could just cut these off. Then I have to throw these in the trash. Not recycling. Because you can't really. I mean, you shouldn't mix. I don't think anybody German ever watches these, but this stuff I did, but like I don't like. Oh, okay, fine, whatever. Let's just take this out. So you have some interesting ways of molding things here. That's interesting, like a huge gap here. That's an interesting thing. Oh, this is just, I guess, the way they're molding it. Like, this is the optional parts, but okay, what part are you? I. It might be there's lots of runners. Oh, there are some like more Japanese like katanas in here, or swords, or Asian like curved swords. Essentially, there's a katana-looking thing here, and there's multiple versions of it. And there's like one of them with like a different thickness and different types of. There's patterns even on the. Some slight patterning, I think, unless that's just like artifacts in the plastic from the molding process. I'm gonna hope it's patterns, like it's intentional and not just an accident. That would be more interesting. Although yeah, it was probably just plastic patterning. This happens on like some like the cooling. If a plastic cools at a different rate, it might. You can get like some artifacts kind of on it. Wave. Wave. Okay, let's get these out quickly. I think, yeah, because of the number of. Oh, there's 2 shields. You have 2 different shields. So I guess you can swap. To some extent, you get extra parts from different kits. So if I were to ever collect all of them, I would. Get to be left with a bunch of extra parts. Okay, so I do not like this. This is not pleasant. okay, identical almost. I don't understand. Is this a mistake? This is D and D. So unless, hopefully they didn't make a mistake. I don't know. Bandai has very, I mean, at least all the like 100 of kits that I've built from Bandai, I've never had any missing parts or any like runners that were missing or duplicate runners that wasn't intentional. This one, I have two Ds here. There's two runner Ds, and they are identical. So actually, I'm gonna double check. And we have, okay, these are the sword, the straight blade. Looks like these might be beam kind of saber kind of deal, not crystal swords. Although it could be crystal sword. I don't know. So let me double check. It should have instructions somewhere about, well, this is a listing of parts. So why not? Nope, no listing of parts. Hey, look at that. Wow, that is concerning. There's only 13 steps? I can't be right. A, B, C, D, E, D, 2. Okay, it does say we need 2. We get 2. I'm assuming these are the runners. The Shipatsu Risuto. Part list. I can't read Japanese. Okay, only because this is katakana, I know it's like an English word. But yeah, we do. It does. Okay, this is the part. This is the sheet listing. The runner listing here. Yeah, polycaps. FS102. I guess this is the manual, or is it an extra? I'm gonna go with like it's an extra runner that I don't know of. Well, maybe it's like just the. Okay, this unboxing kind of take how long because. This is different. I mean, that's probably why I'm taking a minute. I don't usually see all this. If it was a regular HD Bandai kit, I would just be zipping through it and not caring about anything. I need to like kind of keep track of these. I do not want to have to look out for those on the floor. Got all the runners out of the bag, and I hope I have all of them. I should probably count those. I don't have trust issues, maybe I do, I don't know. But I just don't want to end up with missing. Okay, E, D, D, polycap. Okay, you are H, which is H, yep. A, B, C, D, E, F, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, so it's all in line. Alright. These are hard to see. Oh, this is B, not H. Okay. Was I always looking at that? A, B. Oh, there's no A yet. E. H. J. All the way at the bottom. H, I. J, A, B, this should be C, yeah, A, B, C, D, so I got A, B, C, D, where is E, this is G, am I gonna have E? Yep, I have E, so where are you? Oh, there you go, E, where is F? Yeah, I just need to make sure I have all the... There's a mention of an F here, so I can't... move on until I'm sure that I have all the parts. I mean, there's mention of an F, but I don't even know if it's actually being used. Hopefully we won't like... Okay, maybe I'll start building just in the interest of time. And... Oh, hold on. It says like on here... The date on the runner says 2000. But the date on the box is 2011, so... The chance this is also a very long running series of model kits. Oh, there it is. F. There we go. Now we got all our runners. Okay. So we can start building and maybe get through this, not like 6 hours later. Alright, so let's start with the main sheet. Or actually, let's start with this one. Because it says step 1 needs to be overridden by this one. Step 1 is overridden. Okay, so focus should be fine. Alright. Okay, so starts out strong with my tools here. Gonna be using these ones mainly. Wait, no. Okay, another. I've been trying to review these, but one thing I probably might not like too much about this is like when you take it out, you can have a risk of like this metal part hitting the blade here, which is not great. Alright, let's get started. So, we override this one with these ones. You do get these bars though, it seems, I feel like. I saw this giant mohawk thing somewhere, so... Should I try? I guess I won't try to build. I might like missing parts. I mean, it's interesting. You get basically a whole other kit and a few option parts to change it. This one goes on I1, I2, I6, I5, basically all the I's. And do I use this one? This is E. I think it's I. No, it is I. Why do I get this one too then? What is this? Yeah, it says on the runners of the date. Well, date on the runners says 2000. Okay, yeah, look at that. You get different heads. I guess you get one whole head here, and like this one's like slight different. So basically, they're knights, and the only difference really is the helmets, mostly. Yeah, this is the runner eye. Do I even need this? Okay, I guess it's the only one that fits that decal here. Has the shape of that cross on it, so it might be the one that fits the decal. Alright, let's start with this. This is I. So let's see how this plastic behaves. I think this is polystyrene. Maybe this is... Yeah, it looks like polystyrene. They usually say, I guess this manufacturer doesn't say what we're dealing with. But anyway, let's go. First cut. Okay. So, okay, we don't even need ice free. Okay, we do need ice free? Do we not? You do. So let me just make sure it's in frame. Alright. Another problem. These are clear white. Well, not clear, but like they will be camouflaged because my work surface is white. It's gonna be hard to spot. So hopefully I'll be able to see those. this won't be a fiasco of trying to find parts everywhere. I don't know if this is gonna leave marks. That seems to be good. Okay, then let's just keep going. So I probably need to get all the runners off this one. So I don't know why this is like on a vertical. Kind of thick cuts here. Yeah, there's a very thick runner. Very thick sprue here. Wait, is this how peepon dies look? It's kind of weird clear plastic. I've never seen one in person, so I don't know. Okay, I don't know if this might be more successful at removing these. Yeah, this is kind of annoying. Like the runner is on the sprue is on a sharp point. A bit questionable. Alright, let's go. Try not to get overwhelmed by the small details here, so well, maybe it should be. I mean, the surface is fairly detailed. It's not like old HG where everything is just a smooth block of plastic. It's basically just Legos, but they have gone into some amount of detail here. There's like some very fine parts, but I don't think. Okay, does this say no glue required? That's one thing I didn't take a look at. I don't know because it might be in Japanese and it says like glue required. Because there's like a tiny antenna looking thing here that I don't think it's gonna hold without some glue. So this may require glue. And to just don't tell you outright. And if this is a kit from the 2000s, that probably makes sense. There's no English anywhere. It's just been reissued. That's probably why. I wonder if this counts as like vintage model kits here. Alright. So let's try not to lose these parts. They are clear and hard to see. They're kind of like, yes, I'm already losing sight of some of them. So I-14, I-6, I-2, I-15. Did I not get that one? Yeah, I did get that one. And then the other half is A 32. Okay, so you have like opaque parts that kind of showing through, so you can kind of like, this is what I'm guessing, so it will have like some kind of effect. So you can see this. Oh, this is where the person goes. You can, there's a person in here. Only on half of it, half the side. It's half open for some reason. Why is it open on one side and closed on the other? Yeah, not making sense here. I guess weird design choices. Okay, so let's try to cut these cleanly. A33, A32, A34, A35. So 34, 35. Let's try these ones. Okay, come on. Do not. How do I do this one? This is weird. Is it supposed? I think this is flashing, maybe? I don't think this is supposed to have a joining. Okay, this is a weird looking one. Let's try doing this slowly so I don't damage my new nippers here. Which I am suddenly regretting. Well, not exactly regretting buying, but I'm kind of wondering if the design of the god hand is all that good. Okay, this is a bit odd. Yeah, this might be a kit from long, kind of. If it is a kit from the 2000, it's kind of impressive. I definitely can't just nip through everything and very thin sprue. Yeah, it definitely looks like you might need glue for this thing. The store page on HLJ for these kits will probably say if it needs glue. Although that doesn't stop me from buying kits. Oh, it says available only in Japan. Am I breaking the law here? No, wait, no. This part is only available in Japan. Oh, never mind. It's just the usual, like survey kind of thing that you can send. You can send postcards, I think, is what the term is. So this one's kind of messy looking piece of molded plastic here. So I'm assuming you have to get rid of this. Alright, and in the middle here there's like some flashing, which I don't think is intentional. So I'm gonna, yeah, it doesn't look like that in the diagram. Okay, going a bit slow here, but it's all for a good cause. Okay, so I look like this and look like that, and you slide in here. That is odd. And it is. Oh, is that those are the controls, I guess? That's the arms of the person. Yeah, sticking on here. Come on, you. Okay, you're not going in. Okay, it is impressive. I mean, detail. I mean, you wouldn't see that level of detail unless on your more modern HG kits. The amount of like, well, like the surface detail. I'm guessing the build detail is good too. And this one has a. This is supposed to fit together, but there's like plastic flashing, I guess, getting in the way here. All right. So this is A35 and A34 needs to go kind of slide into here. There you go. And that goes where though? No, seriously? Oh no, I guess it's not. Yeah, so glue is required, I guess. Yep, definitely glue for this thing. Alright, I guess we're gonna break out the glue then. To some extent. I'm gonna try and see if I can actually build this without needing glue. Or maybe this just holds it together, so we'll see. So then you get to build, you hold this together, and then you kind of like, yeah, okay, you do need glue. Because this will not hold together no matter how much you ask it, how nicely you ask it. And also, this is not, this does not, does it line up? I don't think it does line up. What a confusing kit I'm building today. Alright, if I do this, yeah, this does not go in any hole. it's not meant to like hold together in any way, shape, or form. You have to use glue. Alright, we discovered something. This is like going to be a super complicated kit. And this here doesn't actually... There's no like stopping point for this thing. There's no... This is not an easy kit, I guess. Alright, and apparently you have to paint that one. It just holds on for some reason. Alright, so if I do this, do you actually just fit on anything? Or do you just... There's no rhyme or reason for this. Okay. And if I do this, this actually kinda slots in anywhere? Vaguely. Okay, this is not an easy kit at all. One would say very difficult. High level of difficulty. It shows... So you do have to paint the whole thing. If you want it to look white like that. There's no way around it. No. I would have to like I opened the box without researching the kit beforehand. I mean, that's part of the surprise. I wonder if I'm able to finish this. I'll try. I mean, I started it, so I might as well finish it. Yeah, it doesn't actually... I mean, there's no... It doesn't snugly fit where it... It doesn't like... yeah, there's no... Okay. I'm already tempted to use some glue here. Instead of having to deal with this. Alright, you asked for it. Be careful with plastic cement. If you get it on your skin, all it'll do, it'll just dry you up a bit, dry off your skin. Of course, you shouldn't try to let it come into skin contact, but it happens sometimes. There are still gaps and whatnot in there. Am I gonna need... I don't know, I don't have enough of these. I may have more somewhere, but I don't think I have enough. Okay. This is glued together forever. And here's kind of annoying me. Plastic cement will kind of melt and kind of close small gaps. Alright. That is what I'll get here. And let's close this so it doesn't get knocked over. Yeah, this will require glue. Oh, they are moving parts and poly caps. So let's see here. Yeah, it's painting to some extent, so you don't have to necessarily glue everything. But you have to glue a lot of things. Alright, let's just keep this as is for now. I'm gonna come back to it and hopefully not forget. I'm already losing some parts, but Okay. Maybe, okay, B. Maybe I even needed these. Maybe that's what the, okay. This is B, is it? Yeah, it is. B44. This is not a kit to be building in a hurry. It's a B44. If I ever do a blog post on this, I'll go and do some actual research on why the flippin' hell. Okay, I lost the part. There you are. Why is this like that? So, yeah, the parts are a bit ill-fitting. They don't actually. I made a mistake. Like this is supposed to go here, but it doesn't actually. Or maybe it's upside down. But even if it were upside down, no, it's not upside down. I'm not imagining. The thing is, it doesn't actually doesn't go in there. Okay, unless I push it in. All right, now it goes in there. There's nothing holding it there, of course. Just hopes and dreams. Alright, so that would be the eye kind of thing. And this would kind of go on here, I suppose. Is there any other way it would fit? I don't know. Okay, this is already annoying. Like the parts don't hold together. You had to probably use something else to. I need to start reviewing those kits that I do. One metric I might use is level of annoyance. Okay, does it even go like this? I don't know. Kind of hard to tell on the pictures where this is supposed to go. Okay, maybe it's like this. This kind of like a face kind of thing, like a face guard thing here. So I'm still on the head. I don't know how many minutes have passed. Probably like half an hour already. Just me trying to figure this out. So this is going here after you paint it, and this one goes on here. Although it doesn't actually. It doesn't snugly. Oh, maybe it kind of does a little bit. There's only very few indication of what these are doing. And this one supposedly goes on there. Okay. Quite complicated here. So I'm just gonna ignore all this for now. You go in a pile, and I will not think about you for a while. Okay, so let's skip number 2 then. So now it seems like the inner frame might be a bit. Okay, the main booklet doesn't have numbering. It just says something, something, or something, I don't know. And the sheet, the extra sheet does have numbers. So what you should probably do, and I don't usually do this, is use something to say 1. And write it out. 2? Is this number 2? Wait, this looks like 3. But this is actually 2. What are you doing here with me? Are you messing around with me here? Yeah, you swap those around. Okay, you're not making any sense. 1, 2, 3, 6. And this is 4. There's no 7, 8, 11. And... yeah, this is not easy if you have no idea what you want. You can't read Japanese. There might be like some additional instructions here that are required. I'm gonna keep trying. Oh, this is gonna be difficult. If you want, you can go. I mean, you should go share this stream with people if you want to see a train wreck. Alright, A13, A12, A10, A11, A27, A28. I guess this is the either the abdomen or the neck. And this is a very, very thick neck. We're just gonna build whatever it says to build, and if it seems like it's overridden, I'm gonna take the instructions from the other one. So if it comes to polycaps, PCE, E, there you are, F actually, there we are. These are somewhat stiffer polycaps than usual. So you go in here, make sure you sand and kind of overlap here, because these tiny gaps will interfere with any glue. Alright. Same deal here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is not A. This definitely requires lots of glue and lots of paints. I'm gonna try to kind of make sense of this as I go. I may have to do a two-parter, which I didn't expect to have to do, but there we are. Or maybe even three-parter. This may keep me busy for quite a while. I just figure out how the hell this is supposed to go together. Yeah, the parts are like tiny pegs, but there's a lot of wobble. So you have to somewhat, while you're gluing them together, you have to align the parts and be careful how you do this. You need stable hands. Alright, so I say that, and I'm probably already messing up. So here's here, like this. Okay, it's not exactly lining up here. So you glue one side, hold on for a second. Then you go to the other side, which is now misaligned. That's not helpful. Okay, so you do have a few seconds to work on the part. Okay, I'm completely out of frame. There we are. And maybe. Okay, so living dangerously and just putting parts together. The back pieces are aligned. That's not a problem. The front or if I assume this is the front, is completely misaligned. Now it's aligned and the back is aligned. Maybe, I don't know. Okay. The problem when you're gluing stuff is like you kind of have to leave it to cure for a second or two, like well, at least like 30 seconds. Otherwise, you run the risk of the part just separating again on you. You at least expect it. Alright, so I'm gonna need a knife here. This is softer plastic than usual, so should be okay. Let's probably go faster than trying to file those tiny details. Sometimes you cannot reach with a file, so you have to resort to this. Just make sure that... Okay. Give it a quick cleaning here. To some extent, like those small imperfections will get melted by the plastic cement. And they will just provide additional material for use in the bonding. But it doesn't hurt. Try to get as much, to make it as like tight fitting as possible. For anybody joining us midway through the program, we're building 5-star stories. Mirage, Sarion, or Sarion, I guess. It is not an easy kit. It is not a push fit kit. This is a very... This looks like a difficult... Yeah, this is a glue. Requires lots of glue, lots of all sorts of things. So this goes like that. I'm actually holding it upside down. So this is probably the waist. And this part goes in here. I think that's the only way it could go. And these parts go there. So yeah, this is not simple. So just do a dot, wait for it to settle, use this for alignment, use a flat surface to kind of, don't rely on your body parts for alignment as I've just done a minute ago. It's not absolutely lining up exactly. This seems like this kit, the parts of it are from 2000. So this is like a 20-year-old, 25 years old, well, very old kit. 20 plus years kit. Yeah, while the surface, there's lots of like surface details, it is not, I mean, there's no, well, I don't know how to describe it, like, unlike, say, your usual, I mean, SG kits that we get these days, or even 20 years ago, the parts don't line up perfectly, they don't, there's some play in there, so you can, I mean, not on purpose, probably, there's some, ill-fitting parts. Yeah, this will need to be cleaned somehow. Gaps will need to be filled. Like I'm pressing this, but I'm using glue, lots of glue. And yeah, we'll kind of see where that goes. Hopefully I'll be able to finish it, but Oops, that was too much of a gap. Alright, so now you kinda that should do it. Or maybe, I don't know. This might go on for like 10 hours. I hope not, but it looks like it. Okay. So the plastic cement kind of like melts and melds gaps together, so it becomes a bit more seamless. Still, we need to clean these parts, kind of. And if you want to hide those lines where the parts join together, you will have to use paint to cover those up. So we do a dot here. Then we line up our part, sort of. Trying to use the top surface as guide here, although like the gap here and the gap here is different, so like the parts aren't exactly, they're not tight fits, they're like approximate fits. It gives it a more, it's probably not going to look, it's not a exact mechanical device, maybe it's like, it's not on purpose, definitely. They're not say, oh, we're going to make it look like more organic and what have you. Make it I feel like I already lost a part. Did I? It'll show up eventually. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put like those extra part in the box so I don't lose them. Because I feel like parts that I'm not ready to be gluing together. These are the head parts. And this is like, I guess, the inner skull kind of thing. Hopefully it can kind of build the inner frame, which I'm assuming there's an inner frame. Alright, so now we go to, so we built some parts here. Hopefully we're doing this right. So B30, B31, B30, B31. I guess this is the waist. Yeah, looks like a big articulated thing here, so it might be a, yeah, if it's gonna fit in that poly cap, we'll just put in there. And I should switch back to my Sarion. And then A6. Maybe I'll go switch to the Sarion, see if there's any better. Yeah, it's not the plastic. I mean, the parts aren't. There's like bumps and things. They're not like super smooth. I mean, the outside, the external surface seem fairly detailed, but the inner surface not so much. Alright, so if I do this, and this one goes here, you go there, and hopefully you join together without being weird. And you're already being weird. Stop being weird. Why are you so weird? Why can't you be normal? Alright, there's a bunch of artifacts all over the place, or nubs. Nubs all over. I'd hoped the new nipper would give me less work, but I think the same amount. Oh, maybe just this kit, because the Parts are a bit all over the place. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. I think this one's symmetrical, so it doesn't care really which direction you're putting in. There's no warning or anything that you need to be paying attention to, so let's just do this. Alright, so I don't know if there's any. I mean, okay. There's polycap, so it has to move somehow. It has to be posable to some extent. So then I do a drew up. Then you start trying to line up these things and that thing. Alright. Can I line up these ones? Should I have glued the middle part? Maybe. Let's put these together. I need to get more of these wherever they are. Actually, I'm gonna find some more. Okay. Got a few more of these, so it might help holding parts together. Let's try and keep going. It's already misaligned a bit here. So I'm gonna use this to kind of press it together. Alright. Same deal here. And just press. I don't think that's gonna work, but I'll try anyway. Okay, so I guess it kind of lines up, hopefully. Didn't make a mistake. There's some sense, I mean, based on how it looks in the pictures, they do assume that you will paint the whole thing, it seems like. And I guess the parts are going to be misaligned anyway. Yeah. Well, it wobbles a bit in here, but at least it's holding together. This is definitely like I'm gonna have to label this as a vintage kit because even though it's from 2001, the run is from 2000. It's like 20 years old. It's older than some of the people watching this, if there are ever people watching this. Oh, it is a vintage kit. Okay, so that's that. Now, well, this times 2 maybe. Oh yeah, it is J9, J10. Okay. When we're using plastic cement and the like, you should always be careful and close the cap. Yeah, I think I got all the eyes on here, so I'm gonna. Oh, this is a nice clear things. Alright, so J. This is F. This should be H. Good J. J. Yep, J. Okay, I'm gonna break out the Xeron, which I modded. Maybe this will allow me to go a bit faster. So J1, 14, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't say 5, 6. 11, 12. 7, 8. 13, 14. Yep. These ones, we have 9, 10 as well. Yeah. So everything except these two. Okay. Test this one here. So we are picking up some speed here. We kind of just, over the initial surprise of, oh, we're gonna have to glue all of this together. This is not at all push fit model kit. This is 100%. This is a proper old school model kit here. But yeah, I'm starting to like pick up some speed and understanding what it is we're trying to do and making decisions as needed. So yeah, whenever you're building stuff like that, if it is, you usually have to stop every now and then and kind of like reassess what it is you're doing, because if you're gluing things together, you have a lot less chance to fix mistakes. Maybe the Xeron has too much of a, or not. Alright, so I think I got this. Okay. So it's a weird edge. What was I even talking about? Well, probably. And these numbers are hard to read because the plastic is white and the translucent, so not very easy to see what we're doing. I don't know if I'm gonna need. Doesn't seem like it. I don't need. Oh, I do need J5 and 6 at some point. So I'm just gonna nip those two and hope for the best. That I remember that I nip those and I need to use them. So I'm gonna leave them here. This is J5 and the J6. And there you are. Whole J's done. Alright, so this is the J. How is the cut on this thing? It's about the same as the retool one. The other problem when you're dealing with gluing things, like you have to, before you glue things, you should try to like clean flashing and nubs and what have you. Oh, look at that. Okay, there's details on the edge here, so I need to be careful not to damage that when you're cleaning. So I should use files, because the file will like damage the, there's like slight, and also like, look at this, like this is a, okay, this looks like internal kind of pattern. Well, it's like slightly embossed, but on the outside makes it look way, like it's like inside circuitry or something. Which is, I mean, that's the 90s, 80s, I guess. Kind of design, like, oh, circuits, so cool. All right, electronics. People don't care these days. Like if you have like circuit patterns, electrical circuit, like electronic circuit patterns, you're like people, oh, you're trying to be it's a bit cliche, clip art even. I also blame Apple for this. Should be interested in the internal mechanics of things, not just hide everything in a pretty package. At some point, like, nobody knows how it works inside anymore. Just care about the external appearance of things. The aesthetic is more more relevant than the function. Anyway. Yes, I wouldn't use this, but now well. I mean, I can still come back and kinda... No, though not really. Yeah, older kits will have less precise design, let's say. Well, this one's kind of, I don't know, like maybe it's just a plastic they use, softer plastic. It's like flows better in the mold or something. But these are very sharp molds. They're very sharp corners, very sharp designs. If this is a kit from the 2000s, unless the original didn't look at all like this, maybe the original was a bit more pudgy or something. It might explain the price. I don't think those were cheap. So we're sitting somewhere, like it's above high grade. And given that you have to do, I mean, you would think like you pay extra, you have to do less work, but no, this is, you're paying for the extra work. That's the whole point. So I'm probably going to have to split this into multiple parts. Is clear. Okay, what the hell is this? What was I even saying? I don't remember anymore. Okay, so you stay here, you stay there. You kinda... I mean, it's an interesting experience. It's not like I can't do it, it's just, it takes me a while. So... you cannot, yeah, you basically, yeah, by saying you're paying extra to do the extra work. And, I mean, it's a little bit annoying. But if I just focus, I probably can just get through a lot of this quickly. It's just a matter of not losing track here. So, I mean, not making mistakes. Alright, so we start with this, and actually this or this. So basically this has to be symmetrical. You do the same thing on both sides. So this is the skirt, I guess. So we start with this or this. this goes here, and then this one goes on there. Is this glued on, or is this... I'm not sure this is glued on. I mean, there's no, like, this is not polycap or anything. This is just free floating. And you do have these pegs here, which kind of cover, not you, I guess. Yeah, so then this goes here. There's like some tiny dimples here, which kind of show you where you're supposed to glue them together. Right, so then when you glue it, it's like free floating skirt, which is kind of, it wiggles. This is kind of what you would expect, like, well, it's a gladiator skirt, I guess. Is this correct? I don't think it is. That is the wrong one. So build one side first, not try to build both sides at the same time. I don't think so. Hold on. This isn't very clear. Okay, let's just do this one. I think it is. Okay, there you go. So it kind of just touches on here, yeah. So it's kind of wobbly. So what I'm gonna do is, hopefully I can locate the thing I'm supposed to be gluing together. And there's nothing else on top of it, so ba 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 ba. And if I do this one's at the back. Nope, not this one. Not this one either. This one. And then J. This one has no indication at all. Okay, this one's a bit more complicated. But basically, does this one go on top or this one go? I need to get that. Okay. Anywhere where it shows. Oh, those are painted black. Well, that's different. Decisions. Yeah, these appear to be painted black. There are very few black parts in this. But this is one of them. So which means, like, if I do... I mean, I could still... Like, even if I did assemble this first, I could still, like, move them around and kind of reach in with a brush here. I'm assuming, like, even if it goes on here, I can still kind of reach in with a brush and paint it. So it shouldn't be a problem. I can still apply primer all over the place. Like, even if you do this, so there might be some warning here in Japanese saying to, like, paint these first before you assemble it. I mean, I don't know if there's like some die-hard five-star story kind of fan that's gonna come at me in the comments later, say, no, you shouldn't have done that, you barbarian, and then send me a pipe bomb for the mail or something. But yeah, I should still be able to, like, fix this later on. Alright, so, like, assuming this is how it's aligned, let's get our glue and hope for the best. Hopefully it doesn't fall off after I apply the glue. Alright. Dot here. And you're still moving. Let's go. Nope, you're not moving anymore. The flipping hell. I guess it hasn't reached all the way through to where it's supposed to make contact. I hold it here for like 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. That should be probably a minute. Okay, so let's see if we make contact. I don't know how strong this is, but it seems to be holding. Alright. Let's do a dab here. There we go. An additional point of bonding here. Okay, so we have our weird gladiator skirt. So this one goes in the back. Nope, this one goes in the back. Assuming it's like this. I don't know if it's above or below. I mean, still kind of move it around. And then we need to take this long piece here and kind of hopefully not mess things up. And it kind of, this is where you need a different pair of hands to help you out. Yeah, this is not the right part. And the other one. Oh, this is one maybe. Let's try this first and see how it looks. Does it fit? Yeah, it does. Alright. So there's this one. You kind of have to orient it so it's this maybe. There you go. So okay, let's try this. So it is this one. Goes through here. Probably goes through here. Might be the wrong ones, but we'll deal with it later. Okay, like there's no. We need a vice grip to do for this. There's no way I can do one dot here. Let's give it a minute to like bind. Hopefully it's not even in contact. And I got my fingers on it. Well, it's an internal part, so on the inside. So when dealing with plastic cement, use a well-ventilated space. I mean, I should probably turn my fan on. In a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There, we got a dot. And that's scary. Let's do the other one. Oops, okay, that got bad. Got way too much here. I'm trying to wiggle this so it doesn't bind it well. I can see it binding already. This part shouldn't have like way too much got on it. Alright, so you go there. And okay, now we're getting somewhere, I suppose. I need to remember to remove the excess from. I mean, it's still loose, but not too loose. Oops. Is it supposed to do that? I don't know. It is still kind of loose. It's only like holding on to a slither. And I might be able to cut this, assuming I have a sharp enough. Yeah, this messed up a little bit, but oh well. I don't know if it's supposed to be inside. I'll just keep it on the inside. It might harden over time and be hard to move, but so far seems okay. Alright, that took way longer than I thought it would. Alright. Looks a bit off. I don't know if they're supposed to contact in between the two here, but I'm gonna have to dab anyway. Looks like it touches, so the more points of like glue you have, the like stronger it becomes. Okay, so we have a half a skirt. Let's try doing the same thing on the other side. So this one goes on the back. Maybe I should start with this instead. Alright, so like so. Let's see if we start with this, if this is any better. And also let's start with trying to hold this in place without losing my mind. And lost my mind already. There's no like clear indication of where this is all supposed to go. So dot here. Let's hope kind of works. Okay, so we have a few seconds to get this on. Okay, cap. There we go. And it's kind of hope. Doing things differently in the hope that maybe that's how I'm supposed to do it. You have to press for a while, and this is not even making contact with you. So, you go. Over there. Dot. Hopefully I didn't do the same mistake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, whatever. Seems okay. So the other one goes like, and I made a critical mistake. Of course I did. Alright, that's supposed to be like that. Almost critical. Alright. And find it. So not really. This one's getting even. Probably should have done it the same I did the other one. Okay, so try to get these on here. And then how many things like leprechaun size hands do these people think we have? So I kind of need to find the nubs here that aligned. I mean, those little divots here that tell you where this is supposed to line up, which is here. One of them's already falling off. Alright, so I got the thing in here. Okay. Kinda works. So just add a drop in between. Wait a minute for the glue to act. There we are. And I didn't even take. The hell. Probably should have not done that part first. Let's try this again. Alright, so this one works. You go in here. You go in there. Wait for this to take. Keeps flying off. Yep, definitely made a mistake here. It's kind of hard to see what I'm doing because the plastic is clear and it's all just clear plastic against each other. So it is very hard to see if I'm doing it right. I can get just one or two of these points of contact to magically line up. I can't even reach with this without getting plastic cement on everything. So maybe I'm not supposed to use plastic cement. Maybe I'm supposed to use something else. Like maybe instant glue or something? I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't exactly. It kind of does. It works out, I guess. It's kind of hard to tell. It does and it doesn't, so eventually you can just, whatever. It will have to do. Don't know if this is flashing or actual detail, but it feels a bit rough. It's on both sides of it, so it might be intentional. Okay, so I did something. Something happened. It looks like something, so we'll leave it at that. Alright, so I'm just gonna leave these skirts over there to cure. Hopefully just don't like break apart while they're doing that. Okay, so now we kind of assemble this together. C15 you said. C15. Let me try this. This one. about the same. Alright, so we'll need this and this. Goes on like so. C15. It just clips on here, I guess. It does not do anything else. And clips. Yeah, it does. It's loose. It wobbles, but okay. And then B32. Alright, B32, which is this one, 32. Alright, B32. Do a quick clean here. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna stop at some point and maybe another 30 minutes. I'm gonna stop because this is gonna be fairly complicated. There's like glue involved, and I'm like only 2 hours, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to do the whole thing. So, how are you supposed to go on? There's no way you're gonna fit on there. All right, so these go on here. Oh, actually, I'm supposed to do H5 and H4. Where are those? There we are. H5. Oh, actually, I'm gonna. Well, fine. I'll just. These one cut cleaner, but 3 and 4. They cut clean, like smoother, I guess, not cleaner, but just slides right through. But the nubs left over are pretty much the same. Alright, push these off. Okay, so this was the first one. Alright. Fairly. Oh, this one kind of. No, it's okay. Wobbles a bit. Looks okay, more or less. What was it, this one? Yeah. No seizing. No binding. Okay. Alright, so goes on like this, whichever way. It doesn't really matter, so as long as you put it on there. Is this supposed to be permanent? I suppose it is. No, actually it's this one. Or is it? I have no idea. But at any rate, I do a dot here. No, it's always like taking too much cement. Wait, is this not supposed to be glued? Which one? Oh. And potentially that. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't supposed to glue these on. Well, that is unfortunate. Or maybe I am supposed to glue them on. Well, actually, let's just leave those alone for now. I'm just gonna toss those in the box. Hopefully I can recognize them later. But yeah, let's keep going. So I got this far, so then we just try to this kind of fits together. Let's remove the top part because we won't want those to be glued together by accident. And so this sort of fits, not quite. Yeah, gonna have to press hard here. Alright, so hopefully I don't press too hard and end up separating parts. Okay, so let's try to line those up. And I think maybe. Alright, so it kind of lines up. Kinda, I said. Vaguely. Just a little bit. But not much. Let's start here. Okay. Start on it and kind of hope for it to line up somehow. Let's try a dot in the middle. Remove the excess. You don't want an excess of cement on here. Okay, so now I kind of press those together. Hope for the best. And then kind of line those up. A little bit, but okay. That works. Same deal on the end here. Okay, I should probably have not put this on first. So I can remove it without breaking it. Okay, there we go. So press these together. Kind of add a dot inside. Dot inside. Just where the kind of make it contact with the other thing. Just hold it there for a minute. It's kind of hard to see because everything is white. The brush is white, the parts are white, background is white. Not sure I'm doing this correctly. Okay, so let's do a bit more points of contact here. This should be all binding together. Because everything's white, like I feel like I'm touching the brush too hard on the material here. Okay, let's press these together. Hope this is correct. Let's wait for a second. This part is separating because it should not. It doesn't want to be like because of a lever action, I guess. Well, the fulcrum is on the whatever that is. I'm using words like fulcrum, but I'm not sure what it means. Alright, so I think that kind of works. Okay, so now we try to fix the front part here, which I think I need to get like stronger. Parts here. Okay, maybe. Never there when I need it. Alright, probably shouldn't be doing this, but so if I hold these, normally you should use vice grips, so like you can hold your part together without applying excessive pressure. So just dot it here. It does not seem to be letting go. Just like apply constant pressure for a minute and let it dry. I mean, it's like it has a nice glassy effect, and you can see the. It'd be a shame to paint this. Maybe it's meant to be like this. Like it's not supposed to be painted. Is the LED part of the actual name? I don't know. I don't know, like it says LED. Maybe I'm supposed to like put an LED underneath it or something. I'm not supposed to paint this. I don't really want to paint it. It's kind of looks too nice to be painted. Well, these are meant to be black, so good. There you go. So now it's like all one piece. I don't think. Hopefully, this isn't gonna be coming off anytime soon. All right, so this goes like that. Goes like this. Fairly. Yeah, I don't think legs are gonna fit in here. How are you gonna fit those legs in here? Those aren't. This isn't moving. You know, this isn't moving at all, so I do not understand how we're gonna fit legs in here. Without accidentally breaking everything off. Do you understand how this is gonna move? Let's just remove this. Maybe this helps a little bit. Yeah, I don't think I glued these together, but they seem to have limited. Well, I guess. This one somewhat slightly. Oh, well, one of them came off. Alright, so it's not supposed to come off like that. But okay. Yeah, it seems a bit. This is going to be a problem when I try to put these together. So I'm just going to keep the parts separate. No, last piece, of course. I almost forgot. This is B32, which goes on here, and it does not fit. Or does it? It doesn't quite fit. It looks like it's supposed to go on here, but it does not reach even. Is this even the right one? I don't know. I don't think so. They're different. I think I did get, yeah, B32. I don't think this is actually going to fit on here. It only barely reaches it. Let's try to trim a little bit off here, so maybe that will help. Slice a little bit off without hopefully making it too loose here. Does it? I mean, it's making contact with the other surfaces, but not slotting in. And that, I guess, was the objective here. It does not slot in. Yeah, okay, I don't think that was supposed to do. And there's supposed to be a gap there, so that's normal, but like it's I guess it's supposed to look like this somehow. Yeah, there's nothing really like guiding it into place. It just kind of just is there. There's nothing really like giving me an indication like how it's supposed to fit together. There's no like, oh, this is how it snaps in together. No, it just kind of is just there. Another drop of glue here. Hope for the best. There we are. Ah. And it just fell off. No, that didn't work out, so let's try this another way. So maybe it is supposed to go on here. I just need to sand this a bit. No, it only very slightly goes in there. Okay, let's try this different approach here. So just generously give it on here very quickly. Try to apply it there. So now it kind of fits. Okay. Kind of sort of fits. And I'll just leave it here for a second, just for it to take up. Alright, so we have the waist for some reason. Don't know how I did this too early or not. Some of this seems to be a bit ill-fitting. Guess it'll do. Alright, waist. I'm guessing a little bit of the waist here. Doesn't quite fit anymore. Probably should have. Can you do it? Okay, now that's a problem. There we go. Kind of goes in. Oh, they probably shouldn't have done that. Like, it doesn't quite go in. Alright, this needs to be forced through a bit. This one goes on the back. I'll just leave those alone. I'll just toss those in the box too. Just let those cure overnight. Hopefully the parts don't fall off. Alright, so let's just do these as well because I'm here. I'm doing all the optional, I mean the parts that look like gonna be for the Mirage here. I don't think I can do like, well I could, because I have not yet, this is part of the inside of the head, I have not yet used like other, like glued the parts on top of it. So this is kind of an organic mecha. There's like, seems to be like organic looking pieces to it. Muscle. And seems like that's not the seat, but that's the pilot. I think that might just be a seat, not the pilot. Yeah, this is where the person goes, I guess. Yeah, this is just a seat, not the actual person. Felt like the person would be like kind of part of the wall here. Being one with the machine. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep going as much as I can. So J, this is I. This is D. This is F. Where is J? Or, oh, what is J? This is J6. Where's J5? It might be here. Alright, and then B. This is C. Anyway, there's some C. C34. C34. Oh, no, C4. Was it C24? Hold on. What are you trying to make me do here? Then 1, then 2, then 3. Where? Oh, there it is. Not awful. C24, C24. Okay, so goes here. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is this. So, okay, so mostly E's and A's. A22. This looks like separate, different parts. Oops. 21, 22. And then A5, A4. A8. Oh, okay. Those aren't polycaps. Is there another A8? Yep, they're both A8s. Alright, so I'm just gonna build those option parts here. A8, another A8 over there, and A29, A29. A4. All the A's. Any C's? Nope, everything was just B's. So B21, B38, C34, 8, B31, B38. 31, this is 38, 38, 21. Say what now? These are hard to see. I'm not sure if I... Okay, 21 and 38. Alright. 21. 38. Okay, maybe I'll just put these and use the proper knickers that I got. Okay, so try building this one first. Alright, so file these slight nubs. G6, I assume. Looks more like this one though. Yep, so B38. Oh, is this? Yeah, this is B38. Or is it? Hard to tell. Alright, so this one goes on here. Maybe. Maybe not. There's like some nubs in the way. It's not fitting quite as well. You can do it. Yeah, go in there. No, this was not exactly. Oh. Interesting. Okay, if I were to put these together here. This, it's not exactly aligning. Is this a mistake I made somewhere? Alright, so this one goes on. Yeah, it's not aligning. Okay, now it kind of does. Yeah, lots of... Probably can't see it on camera, but it's like lots of... It's like, well, it's a bit mismatched. There's big gaps here and there. So I don't know which one I'm supposed to use here. This one maybe? Got mixed up. It looks like it should be this one, but I don't think so. Come on. No, probably not. Seems like this. Actually, let me just choose this here. It doesn't actually show anything. Oh well. I don't know if the there's like some tubing parts that's supposed to go inside or outside. If I do it like this, it doesn't quite fit there. There we go. So if I do this and try to get this to go on here, it will not go in. Was this all necessary? Makes me wonder. And this one fits, but... Okay, so this one goes in here, points upwards. For whatever reason. There. So now that fits, kinda. I'm just gonna leave this free floating for a while. C24 goes on top. So it's basically hidden anyway, so what's a fuss about? I say that, but I actually do like those like hidden details. Even if it's like hidden away, you know it's there as you build it. I'm probably not gonna buy another kit of those. This is probably too heavy for me. So where do you go? Anywhere that actually makes sense? There's like no indication really where it's supposed to fit. Or is it this way? Maybe. Or not. Is it supposed to be on the... Oh, I guess it does. It is supposed to be on the very edge here. I see. So like it's against this part here. There's a tiny holes for the hands though. Tiny hands. So let's make a mistake here and actually glue those together. I feel like this might be a mistake in the making. Alright, so this goes here. Dot there, dot there. And then alright, I'm not gonna glue this together. I'm just gonna leave it a bit loose. Just to give it a, I don't know, some kind of effect. I'm not gonna glue that. Alright, so I just put that on. And then we glue this on here, on the edge. Does it go like this? Or flush against it? It's kind of hard to tell, so I'm just going to leave it off for now and not worry about it. So we do have to build this though, which is, I forgot B6 and B7. B6, B7. Is this B? It is B. B6, B7, come on. Alright. There we are. I mean, there's an order to these things, but even hard to spot what the numbers are. Alright, so B6, B7. I should probably get the other one off. $20. Is it 20? B20, B37. And 37 should be around 32, 33, 27, 20. Okay, 34, 33, 36, 36 again, and 37 over here. These will be the other parts here. And then B1 as well. Okay. Yeah, this apparently, I mean, if this was re-released in 2011, they didn't really do much in terms of cleaning this up. It is still somewhat, I mean, the details, maybe they added details to it. Maybe it was like less, the surface was less detailed before, they just added more details to it, but overall it's the same parts of like the same shape, I guess, the same fit. So it is a kind of a hard kit to build. I'm definitely not going to buy more of these. I don't want to. You need a certain level of enjoyment from your kits. If it's a simple, it's a simple kit to like, which was good. For example, yesterday I did the submarine, the Senkai 6500, which is an iconic submersible in Japan. And yeah, it didn't have, it did require glue, and did require like some thought, but it wasn't too complicated. It was like simple. I don't know, I realized like this one, I mean, this probably could have. I mean, some mechas don't really. You can't really make. You cannot make. Hold on there. I'm trying to say you cannot make model kits out of them. So it's like some kind of sometimes super robots, which is the opposite of realistic robots. Gundam seems like super robot, but it's actually somewhat realistic. They kind of follow a few. I mean, it depends, like on the artist's rendition, I guess. But you can see that you can kind of make those be real. Okay, does this go in here or here? Why though? How? Why would that? There's no. If I do it like this, alright, and hold this like that. Okay, there's no clipping. It's not going to hold anything. So I'm assuming I have to glue this on here. This is not going to move because it's only going to fit one way. And you're not even letting me. Yeah. It indicates like it should be some kind of hinge. Clearly, you cannot. And there's no indication like, oh, you have to go here, you have to like not glue there. You basically have to like experiment and hope for the best. This is A29. This is runner A. Is there any other? Look at these. These look like they might have fit where this thing went. Yeah, kinda. I might probably use somewhere else. Yeah, I think this is the only A. That was the A29. It doesn't seem right. And then these two go together somehow. Alright, so you go there. You kind of glue this on here. Yeah, so not the most enjoyable of kits, I must say. Okay, you already moved. Maybe I can't. I do need like something to hold this. Alright, you come here. So let's try holding this here. This is not most accurate of things. Okay. So I'm holding this with another hand here. And then, so you two join together. Which direction do you go though? Okay, it seems to go. If I were to hold it like so, which is what is shown in the diagram, so it's like the thing goes here. Goes like this. Alright. Thick part toward the other thick part. Okay. If we made a mistake, it's too late now. I have very few. And you already missed the chance to do it. Well, that didn't help at all. No, wait, did I do it? Nope. Well, something happened. Alright, so let's try again. Let's try again. Goes that way. That's not even. Yeah, the thing I'm trying to use to help me is actually getting in the way. Let's try this different way. This is not great at all. How do other people do this? Yeah, it moved as soon as I touched it. If I didn't make the mistake this time, I guess I did. Alright, so this one goes here. That one goes there. It's probably gonna look a bit wonky. I mean, this fits on here. So maybe I can use this to kind of guide it. Yeah, so it kind of lines up. Oh yeah, it does line up a bit. So I'll use this to kind of guide it in place here. Hopefully without prematurely gluing everything together here. So you kind of press and hope for the best. And you already messed up. And you're already gluing everything together. Oh well. Oh, that didn't go well. I mean, it's the parts are there. They're just not cooperating there now. I'll just leave that alone. Managed to get some fingerprints on here, imprinted, melted. Yeah, plastic. Terrible things happening here. So I'm going to ignore this for now. Pretend it didn't happen. And continue with this. This one seems to be like, there seems to be some kind of hinge here, but I don't see this at all fitting. Is it dry? I guess it did dry now. For example, if I do this, it doesn't even... Like, how am I supposed to get this on here? It does not work. Alright, so... Yeah, if I do this, it just doesn't work. Well, actually it goes like this, but I don't know if that's going to work any better or worse. So if I do this, it does nothing. It just slips right through. So I'm assuming there's supposed to be like some kind of hinge here, but it's missing, I guess. I might... It's supposed to be some kind of hinge, but it's not. It's not. There's no indication of any polycaps in here or anything that would fit in there. It's definitely not. It's kind of unclear what I'm supposed to do here. I'm supposed to actually glue it like this, maybe? Like permanently affix it to this? That might make sense. If it's that, then yeah, I guess. Alright, if I do this then. So let's join these together. Kind of dot the inside here gently. Alright. Use somewhat flat surface to kind of align it. Don't use your hands for this, or the fingernails, or what have you, as I've been doing. Just a dot there. Another dot over there, maybe, for the inside. You need the tiniest, minutest amount. As long as your surface, the plastic surfaces, are making contact and they are fairly, they match essentially, like the contours. The cement, which is very, very thin, will find its way through the gaps and bind everything together. But if it is kind of a big, I mean, still, it will kind of melt the surfaces to some extent. So even if there's a tiny gap and you keep pressing, you will kind of close the gap and create a tight bond. Alright, so there's that. I guess it goes like this. So yeah, I'm guessing you have to glue this on, because I don't see this hinging anyway. It's not snapping on. There's nothing on there to like suggest that you could put this in here and kind of make a hinge. Alright, so let's keep going. So on top of that, I'm gonna put this one, which is also static, I feel. Or is it not? I feel you could, yeah, you could move it. Let me just clean these parts a bit. Cleanish part here. Same thing at the bottom. I don't think anybody, unless we have some die-hard 5-star story fans out there, will watch these. They didn't care about this, but it's good to know that these things exist, I guess. So the way you do it here, it just, oh, I guess it does go together. There's no gap in between. Okay. Why does it look like a gap? Yeah, there's a kind of a gap here. I don't think this is supposed to be like that. So it might be that this is just too long. So we'll just nip it a bit. Okay, so now it kind of should fit. Seems like it's supposed to be a ball at the end and not a... There you go. Alright, so there are some kind of injection molding artifacts kind of preventing the parts from joining together here, so we sand those all out. Same here. There's like this round, I don't know if you can see the round bit here, but it's like protruding a little bit and causing the preventing the parts from coming into contact. Alright, so I do this and do that. I don't think I'm supposed to glue this, or maybe it's left to the imagination of the user. Like this part might supposed to be free floating, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. Dot here, come on, do not mess up. So just kind of align it here. It's aligned down there. We have a little peg. So dot here. Press there gently. If you press too hard, like the melted plastic can kind of ooze through and kind of make a seam. So the trick is trying to find balance here. Let's go. That's 2 points. So let's do a third point here. Well, this one I can press a bit because there's a bit of a gap. Okay. So this one is a bit easier. Alright, so it kind of moves. There's some, not completely free, there's some like friction keeping it together. This one needs a dot more, I guess. Then we use these to kind of press them together. Oops, this kept falling apart. I kind of added like extra rubber padding on these. Okay, so I don't know if it's supposed to be completely closed, but alright. Slightly dot this thing. Yeah, if there's slight gaps, like the cement will somewhat melt the two adjacent parts and it will kind of flow into each other. So actually, if I do this, yeah, you can kind of, oh, you can see it, but there's a little bit of plastic oozing and making a seam. I just need a minute for it to like vent. So yeah, remember, if you're using plastic cement, use a ventilated area. Have a quietish fan. Don't worry about me. Alright, so it looks like something. And yeah, I'm assuming you have to like put this on here somehow. Which is Yeah, I guess. I guess it is supposed to be permanently affixed. That is how it's supposed to look. Oh yeah, yeah. There's no way. This is not gonna be a hinge. This is gonna be like permanent. Like these have like, I don't know. Like these aren't. These are artistic mechas, not. This is like a super robot kind of mecha, not a real robot mecha. So the parts are kind of. Yeah, I'm gonna make another mistake, I guess. Let's just get this fixed on. Probably a mistake. But I can live with this. So you can see the plastic melting and bonding. And there we go. I'm perfectly affixed there, so I'm just gonna do another dot in the inside. So, and maybe on this side too, if I can reach it and not get cement everywhere. There we go. That's a very strong bond here. It's a weird wiggly bit. I guess it holds the shield or something. Yeah, it does hold the shield, it says. Alright, so there's that. This is supposed to go on to here somehow. And this one over there is supposed to go down here also somehow. So, nope, that doesn't make sense. Like this? No, I guess sorta, maybe. That doesn't quite look right. Looks to be like this, but no. How am I supposed to get this on? Not like so. Yeah, so these kind of connect. What it suggests that they should connect. So maybe I should have glued those on first and then added the rest to it. So some sanding is required here. There's some gaps. So you go here, you go there. Sort of, kind of. Yeah, it does work. It works out. And the problem remains this part. How am I going to fix this on there? It seems to go this way. I can't quite tell. Well, let's make another mistake. Kind of permanently fix this here. Like if you add plastic cement to a seam that's already drying, you can tend to make it a bit looser. So you can kind of adjust a bit more. Alright, so it's kind of lined up here. So let's just leave it to dry for a second. Maybe this will work, maybe this will help. This might actually make things worse. Like if it doesn't line up properly, you could just like yank everything off and you end up with a situation where you're basically screwed. Okay, this one's bonded, I guess. Alright, let's try the other side. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And messed up a little bit here, but we'll call it battle scarring. Alright, so kind of bonded there. Let's put a tiny dot over here just for the additional some insurance. The things not gonna fall apart. Same here on the back. Oops. Let's not put excessive pressure on this. This is not a structural part. Alright, so we got this done. So I don't know how this is gonna go on. Makes no sense. What's this one? It's the other one. Oh, they're both identical. They're both number 24. Yeah, got cement on my fingers here. Ever so gently. Both number 24, but I have no idea. Like the images. That can't be the whole thing. Unless I glue it on completely wrong, which is also possible. Nah. It can't be like this. It cannot be like this. That cannot be right. Now, as it is somehow. In which case, I'm kind of annoyed. Can't be like this, right? Is it? Seriously? I'll just leave these off for now because I can't figure out where they go. Because it doesn't really make sense. It's kind of too much or too little. I don't know. Can't go like this, right? It goes on this side. Not like this, because then where would the hands fit? Maybe like this. Then the hands fit, but that doesn't seem right either. If I do like this, it's seems too high and doesn't cover what needs to be covered. Yeah, no clue what this is supposed to do. Like, lots of unclear pieces in this kit. You're not too sure what you need to do here. Like, it might be like this, but this just looks weird. Like, a lot of the part are just like, well, just dangling. There's no clear way how they fit. That's a minus for this thing. Although it looks pretty, but I'm guessing this just because yeah, I'm pretty sure this is like what is this? There's a metal shaving here. Does that come from the kit? it's a bit of a... Okay, I think I'm gonna... Yeah, almost 3 hours. So, I'm gonna do this very last part. Hopefully, not mess it up catastrophically. And then just hope for part 2. Yeah, I don't know how this is gonna end, but... I mean... We're doing this now. We started it, so we're gonna have to finish it. Okay, so this one fits a little bit better. Need to fly on this surface. As you... Alright, and then dot some stuff in there. There you go. 1 dot. Dot number 2. Dot number 3. Probably need a long thing here. And there we go. This one fits a little better than the other one. So I need to probably add a dot here. There you go. And hope the cement just follows the inside here. So I'm just leaving this little bit here in the middle wobbly, and I'll glue it in permanently. So it's gonna, I don't know, some kind of effect of some sort. This part is simpler, so we just need to like slap this on the back. Adjust, I guess. Okay, so I'm assuming this is gonna line up somehow. I guess, sorta, kinda. Yeah, it does line up. So yeah, there's no guiding. There's no guiding peg or like guiding recess or anything. It's just you kind of have to eyeball it and hope it lines up. And there's some sanding involved. So basically all they did, I think, seems like they just this, I feel like this kit was like a reissue, like an upgrade or like some anniversary edition. And what they did basically is they just added surface details. There's like details, and I guess the clear part is another thing. This might be like the original instructions for all I know. They just maybe updated the pictures, but these might be the original instructions with the original looking parts. It was probably much simpler back in the 2000s, which is what the like the date stamped on the runners is. Which means like, yeah, this is I don't know. I don't hate it. I can, if I had lots and lots of time, like this would be enjoyable. But not that enjoyable. I've built like Revel kits, like kits for car models. Like I guess you do that, as you do sometimes. And yeah, those were also a bit ill-fitting, and I mean they were older kits, and they were like they didn't fit quite right. There was always parts that are mismatching that you had to file and sand and do all that. I'm just lining the edge with a bit of cement here, trying to make a very strong, very large bond here. And yeah, so same deal over here. Just paint. I mean, the reason why you get a Tamiya Mr. Cement or Cement Kun, Cement San. Was it Mr. Cement or just like extra thin cement? This isn't Mr. Cement, it's just extra thin. This isn't, I think Mr. something is a different brand. This is Mr. Color and Mr. Glue, maybe Mr. Cement. So, not the same thing. But what am I even talking about? I don't know anymore. Yeah, this here, for example. Oh, what is it? there's no. I mean, the pictures say just like slap it on there, nothing else. It doesn't say like you have to glue this here, or you shouldn't glue this here. This has to move. Or maybe it does. Maybe it does in the Japanese, and I'm not. There's maybe some small Japanese text here and there that actually tell you, okay, this you're not supposed to glue. But yeah, I mean, it would be helpful to. Yeah, see, like this is supposed to just turn and not glue. Like, I don't know. I feel maybe like there's no like notch that would say, okay, this has to be exactly at this angle. There's no like guiding notch that would like, okay, this fits like that, and then you can like add dot of glue and it would like perfectly line up, and the whole thing's gonna just come together. There's none of this. You kind of have to guess, kind of eyeball it and hope for the best. So I'm just gonna throw that over there. But this one kind of, yeah, I mean, if, like for example, the angle here, this angle kind of matches the inside angle of this thing. So maybe it's supposed to be like this, which is a bit much because it hides a few details. And you look at the pictures, it seems like it would be lower, much lower. Based on this picture here. If this goes on here, like this way, then it is glued on. Which means like this goes here. Or kind of here maybe. So it lines up here. And then but then it covers the hole for the hands completely. There's like, is there any rhyme or reason to this thing? Is it supposed to be like this? Guess maybe that will work. So like this. Not even. Okay. Let's line these up a bit. Yeah, there's a bunch of filing needed. Because there's the misaligned parts all the time. You see those in like very old kits. Not sure. Yeah, I don't think that this is like typical of Wave kits. Might be just because this is a, like I said, anniversary edition or something that just reissued with like more details. I need to find the product page for this, but I'm pretty sure this is what it is. Yeah. So basically, I guess this goes like that. But doesn't make sense either. Maybe it goes like this. Makes less sense. I mean, there's no. Yeah, we don't know how this fits, so I'm just gonna ignore it for now. I'm probably never gonna finish this kit. I'm gonna just assemble it as much as I can. It's gonna look like something. It's not gonna be great. And then eventually, when I'm old, very, very old and decrepit, I'm gonna be like, oh, I remember this kit. I'll just finish it. And then, yeah. Plan for the future. And if okay, I think that's basically all the. Yeah, that's most of the optional parts. Well, not exactly. I didn't do the head because again, I couldn't quite figure out like how that's supposed to all fit together. For example, the head here just says to slap these together. Okay, this I did. This was okay. This kind of made sense. You kind of got the visor thing, the eye thing, I guess. But then, how do you go about this parts? Where does it actually? Like it comes to a point here, but does it actually? This is actually where it fits. I don't know. Is it supposed to do like this? Is it more like that? More like this? Does it actually make contact? There's no like stable contact. It's like a curved surface that doesn't match another curved surface. Or actually, straight surface doesn't match a curved surface. So it's just like lots of questions on how we're supposed to fit this together. Is this mount like this? Does it actually even glue together? Are you supposed to be able to remove it or move it around? Or is it supposed to have hinges? Or like, are you supposed to like, does it, this sort of fits? Just barely, not quite though. And if you put the that thing on top here, it makes even less sense. So like also this there like this maybe like maybe this sort of fits if I did this first and then kind of let's try making a mistake again. Okay. Well, no, I don't know. Like yeah, lots of loose fitting parts. But I do not like those about those kits that require glue and whatnot. I know some people find it. This is like the charm of those things. You can improvise and then kind of like change the angle of things and just customize your thing. It makes it more, I don't know, more human maybe. I don't know. It's a thing, but I don't like, especially for mechas, where these are like mechanical things. You kind of want it to fit in a certain way. Like you intended it to be like that. So having it all up in the air. Actually, I think I could make this one fit here. Okay, I think I figured at least one part. So let's do a dot. Did I even touch this? No, no. I don't know if it even touched the thing here. I guess it did. Because the brush is white, this is white, the light is bright, the background is white. I could probably just suffering from blindness here. It's all an optical illusion. I think I'm actually building something, but yeah, it's all just smokes and mirrors here. Okay, so this kind of fits. I think, maybe. This sort of makes sense. And then you kind of just have to figure out like how does this go on. Okay, I guess this sort of makes sense. If you have to twist my arm about it. Is this thing moving? It shouldn't be moving. Alright, so let's make sure this doesn't get out. Just let it dry for a second. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stop for now because this is complicated. I'm gonna try to finish as much as I can of this. Until at least I get something shape like the intended thingy here. There's like lots of bits and pieces that are supposed to be. I don't know, like the plastic is clear, which I assume this might be like some special feature. They don't really explain. Maybe they assume like whoever's buying this already has the original and knows what they're doing. Or they're people who like enjoy pain. Are you a masochist? This kit is for you. Well, no, it's not. It's not that horrible. It's all right. It's not like something. It's not Legos. It's just a plastic model kit. Okay, I think I got this part down. If it's wrong, then it's too late to change. We're doomed. Alright, so I don't know if the fumes are making me go crazy or not. Let's put a dot here. And a dot here. Alright. So there you go. This is the hood or helmet or whatever. And this is supposed to go on here. I'm not going to glue it on. I'm just going to leave it free floating for a bit so it can be knocked off and put back on. I mean, I still have to paint the inside of this. This is supposed to be a red seat. There's like details So building those kind of kits requires a amount of planning to like figure out like how are you going to paint this in the end, because you will need to paint this, or you might not care about it, but painting it would be nice. So anywho, try to conclude here. So I did the option. The instruction came with 2 sheets. One is from a different model, which I share. I'm assuming this kit shares a lot of parts with. Look how detailed this thing. I mean, this is, I guess, from the manga and like the original. So yeah, it's a very organic, very detailed thing. I guess that's what I tried to do with this reissue. Yeah, I'm assuming this is a reissue. Potentially these parts that we're seeing here are... Yeah, okay. Yeah, so this is like from a different kit, and I'm just building... Sorry, I'm just building this as well as I can here. I could probably build a whole... Yeah, I could probably... I think I do have all the parts to build the other one too. So as long as I don't like glue this permanently on, I can just swap the heads as needed. Or whatever I want to do with it. There's like... Okay, this looks better. Although it's already used A6, so I can't do that. These look a bit more... Yeah, these look a bit better. I mean, the ones I got like were a bit fiddly and kind of weird and couldn't... This looks like it would kind of fit all together and actually make sense. Let's see, B... This is run B. Let's take a look at the actual part here. What I'm looking for. Perhaps, yeah. You can see it, but there's like kind of holes here for actual thick, very large pegs that would all hold together. Maybe I should have just built this one. I can't undo this now. I cannot recover this one. There's only one A6. I already built this, and I can't reuse. I mean, it uses similar parts, so. And I don't really want to buy another one of these. I'm not like as invested in 5-star stories, so I don't care that much, I guess you could say. But this one's already built, so I'm probably gonna keep. I'm committed to this one. This one would like much easier to build than these ones. They seem to like fit a bit nicer together. Yes, I already built this part. So part of the next stage is like trying to figure out like which parts I've already built, which parts I can skip, which looks like this one. And yeah, so again, this one. What did you... Why though? These are the exact same instructions. This is supposed to be an override. A13, A11, A27, PCF, A28, A12, A10. Exactly the same thing. Why is this on a separate instruction sheet? Oh, unless that is the... Yeah, this is a weird kit. I don't know if like this whole page is supposed to be this whole page. This is page 4. This is page 2. This is the basic L.E.D Mirage, L.E.D Sarion. Alright, I guess the legs are all the same. Also small parts, again. Maybe I'll have a better time following these instructions. I did these ones. It's maybe a bit more clear. Okay. But yeah, I'll do this next time. So for now, I'm gonna be signing off, and hopefully all the parts are still here tomorrow. I'm gonna just put these in a box because they're a bit in the box here, like in the original box, so I don't lose track of them. Alright, so I guess I'll stop for here for now. It's been like 3 hours. So next time I'll try to just jump right in. This was part 1. Not planned part 1, but it just turned out this way. Of L.E.D, Mirage, Sarion from 5 Star Stories, which is a very, very long running series. I think it's a manga. There's been an OVA of it done quite a long time ago. I think by Sunrise. So basically, it's like the people who do the Gundam TV show did the thing of this. It's alright, so I'll keep. Yeah. I'm probably not. This one's probably not very interesting things to build, but yeah, I got like. I got these kits, so someone's gotta build them. Okay, I'm still gonna stop rambling now. And just... Well, actually... Before I leave... I'm just gonna do one last thing here. You take a hand. And an arm. Okay, this barely fits. This is not gonna work. This is kinda useless. Yeah. Yep, utterly useless. But at any rate, I'll be continuing this tomorrow unless there's any last minute change in plans, and yeah, that's it for now. This is not the instruction sheet for this thing, by the way. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking because otherwise I'll never end. Alright, bye. Oh, give us a like, subscribe, what have you, just do the usual. Don't worry about the details.